World Hoops for the third straight year.
Yep.
You're hosting this thing again.
Yep.
You're going to share knowledge again. Why do you enjoy doing this event so much?
Number one, I think it's needed here in the Philippines. I think we need to broaden our understanding of the game. I think we need to welcome the European influence and knowledge into the way we teach and coach and develop our players. And number two, because I enjoy it. I love having these coaches come in from Europe. I love the fellowship that I have with them. I love learning from them. I think it's important for me. And the opportunity to bring that here to the Philippines, I think, is good for the country. It's good for our players. And hopefully the flow-on effect helps basketball across the landscape. And that's the goal.
You said the operative word. It's really about learning. And that's for people who will participate. But for our visitors here, I would imagine it's all about teaching, sharing what you know. So, Coach Nenad, what are you most excited to teach during this event?
So, first of all, it's a great opportunity also for all of us, as Coach Tab said, to share knowledge, but also exchange experiences, because basketball is one sport, but we are playing worldwide in different ways. So, it's good for us also to learn something from that kind of basketball which Philippines players or Asian players are doing. I had experience because the last 2 years I was coach in Iran. I was responsible for youth categories over there. So it's always good for all of us to build basketball family, coach basketball communities between coaches, and of course to share our ideas with coaches here. So I'm very happy to be here. And I'm very happy because Coach Tab invite all of us, big opportunity for all of us to be on the right way.
I don't know what you told these guys. You convince Coach Giannis to travel, 20 hours, have 3 connecting flights just to get here. What did this guy do to convince you to go all the way here in Manila?
I really enjoy to come here, and I always want to be close to the basketball family. I am officially retired, but I still work with basketball players. I am development coach for young players in Slovenia. I work a lot in different summer camp, and as Coach Tab mentioned, I'm a FIBA lecturer on many different coaching clinic and seminars. So I really appreciate that I was invited to come here to be part of this clinic.
You've been involved in basketball for 50 odd years. It doesn't show, by the way. It doesn't show.
Thank you very much.
How come you never get tired of it?
Because I love this. I love this sport, and I really enjoy myself to be involved in all this program, and I prefer to stay still close to the court or on the court. Not anymore with the team, because maybe it is now in this moment too stressed for me. But to work with young coaches, with young players, I still enjoy, and I want to be there.
All right, let's go to Coach Damir. What do you expect to teach and learn from World Hoops Clinic?
First of all, I just want to say thanks to Tab, because this invitation, for me, I'm the youngest guy here, so for me it's a big experience to be on this kind of clinic. About clinic and about my topic, what I have, it's just to show something what is, let's say, necessary for the guards, how to lead a team and how to read some situations during a game. So nothing too much, just to share my knowledge and my experience with my teams and with my players.
This is by design that we have visitors from Europe for World Hoops, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
How
Absolutely. I really believe that the knowledge that's coming out of Europe right now is the trend-setting knowledge in the sport. I think when you look at the NBA, you'll see the influence. If you understand what's going on in basketball, you see the influence of European coaching. It used to be the other way around. Back in the 60s, there were many American coaches going particularly into the Slavic countries, ex-Yugoslavia, and teaching the game. But I think particularly in Yugoslavia, they picked up the game and they really ran with it, and they became sold on the intellect of the game. I think America has gone away from that. I think America has gone to just talent, athletic ability, and let these kids play. So really the intellect of the game, which is where coaches should live. We live in the intellect of the game. I think it's housed in Europe, and in particularly in the Slavic countries where, you know, Serbia and Croatia and Slovenia have really set the trends internationally. And so we're bringing those trends here. And I think that's fantastic for our local coaches.
I'm glad that these coaches, these very talented coaches and very generous coaches, agreed, you know, to your invitation, and now you're here. But let's say I'm a coach in Europe. You reach out to me and you invite me to your World Hoops. What do you tell me to convince me to take part in this, you know, this fraternity, this brotherhood of world coaches?
I think the biggest thing is selling the Philippines. Everybody is interested in this country of 110 million people who live, eat, drink, sleep, inject the sport of basketball. So for these coaches, they're very interested in what's going on here, and they want to see what the landscape here is like, because I don't know, if you're a mountain climber, you want to climb Everest. And for a lot of people, they think that's America when it comes to basketball. But when you talk about passion for the sport, it's here. And they're going to get to share that passion. They're going to help cultivate that passion into something better. So I really appreciate these guys coming here. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to share that with our local coaches, and hopefully we all walk away as better basketball people.
The World Hoops Clinic happening August 2 to 4 at the Paco Arena in Manila. And everyone who will participate here will learn from champion coach Tab Baldwin. Of course, our visitors, Coach Damir Milacic, Coach Jarez Drvaric, and Coach Nenad Trunic. Gentlemen, thank you. And you know, and on behalf of all the Filipino fans in the Philippines, maraming salamat for being generous with your basketball knowledge.
Thanks very much.
This has been The Score. I'm Nico Alili. You can also watch The Score on iWant for free, and we'll see all of you again tomorrow.
We'll have our ceremonial signing.
120 more days to go before the country officially opens its doors to the world for the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Organizers expect it to be the most viewed in history, especially with this year's inclusion of esports as a medal sport. This year, more than 10 sports will also be televised, and events will also be available for online viewing.
We're very happy. It also extended beyond just the national channels, so it also includes the private channel. And we're hoping that the Filipinos and their social networking skills will be something that will be very prevalent during 12 days of the SEA Games.
The country's fourth hosting of the SEA Games will feature a record 56 sports and 530 events spread across the regions.
Of course, you know, that's in Vietnam, we support a lot for football with soccer. Yeah? Vietnamese team is very strong at the moment, so a lot of reporters will come here. Vietnamese reporter already special for this game. Our team strong enough to be the champion.
The games open on November 30, and the first sporting event will be polo. Multiple world champions will hit the cage this Friday for the highly anticipated One Dawn of Heroes event.
I love throwing the biggest and baddest events in the Philippines. I mean, look at this event. You know, even I'm blown away. I'm so blessed to be living the life of my dreams. Honestly, this is just way bigger than I ever thought.
The blockbuster card will be headlined by Martin the Situation Nguyen, who will defend his featherweight title against Koyomi Matsushima of Japan. While the co-main event will feature Jonathan the General Haggerty, who will also defend his one flyweight Muay Thai championship against Rodtang the Ironman Jitmuangnon of Thailand. For the Filipino crowd, however, the main event will definitely be the one lightweight World Grand Prix semifinal bout between Filipino MMA hero Edward Fulayang and four-time lightweight world champion Eddie Alvarez.
Yung preparation ko kay Eddie, syempre nababagay doon sa style niya. We expect a great fight. Eddie and I prepared well for this. For sure, there's only one winner. Ina-expect ko na ako yan.
Aside from Fulayang, Danny Kingad, Jehe Eustaquio, Honorio Banario, and Edward Kelly of Team Lakay are also set to grace the event.
Masasabi ko lang sa kalaro ko ay maghanda siya kasi pinaghandaan ko talaga ang larong ito.
You should download your One app if you can make it possibly, or you can make it live in Mall of Asia Arena. But if you can, mas maganda na naman para mas marami tayong sisigaw para sa mga representative ng Pilipinas.